Every foundation of every brilliant Let's Play starts with a good idea, a theme, a plan. Before starting your game, think about the storyline, the characters, what you want them to look like. My Pinterest board has been my source of inspiration. It's where I go when I want to find an idea for anything that I am trying to start. Maybe I want to start a new story. How do I want my Sims to look? I first think about different art styles. What kind of character am I trying to create, and what kind of story am I trying to portray? I get inspiration by going on Pinterest and looking at different artwork, looking at different clothing styles, different Sims, different furnitures, and just having these mood boards provide me with all the inspiration that I need to go into the game and create the perfect story. So I have a mood board where I basically pin all the little things that I see that are really cute, like Maxis Match clothing, all kinds of different quirky little things. When I started my Sim creations, when I started this Simoji thing, I basically looked around at different cartoon characters and tried to envision what Sims would look like in this, and it was absolutely perfect for me because I wanted to have this cartoon style that wasn't ultra realistic but gave me a lot of flexibility. I am able to play realistically, but I'm also able to play a very cartoon style with my Sims because of how flexible that style is, and I truly enjoy it. It may not be everybody's cup of tea, but it is what helped me to define my gameplay. Save files are the core of every playthrough. How your world looks and feels could be the defining factor of how you play your game and for how long. Currently, we are looking at my save file. This is a save file that I have been working on for the course of 3 years. It is one of my favorite save files that I play in. And as you can see, I have done a lot to this save file. This isn't just in Willow Creek, this is in every one of the worlds that I play in. I took the time to decorate each and every corner of my world because I wanted my Sims to have a lot to do. As you know, in The Sims 4, we don't really have open world, but there is the opportunity to create open neighborhoods just by using the tool mod. The tool mod was one of the greatest things for me because once I found out that I was able to move items off lots, the opportunities were endless. I was able to create tiny spaces outside of the homes that your Sims could do other things. As you can see, we have a small little movie cinema over here. We have a little campsite over here. And over here, we have the community garden with lots of spaces for your Sims to sit down and eat. Paired with the Clickable Worlds mod, I was even able to expand on the flora and fauna of the different and surrounding areas by adding trees to certain areas of the world that would not be able to be reached. By doing this, it allows the neighborhoods to feel not only decorated, but more alive and vibrant, taking up a lot of the picturesque of the world. So you're able to take these amazing shots. And mind you, a lot of these items that are off lot are actually things that your Sims are able to use. So I put a basketball hoop at the end of the street and my Sim is able to come down here and play basketball. It is great because if you have a family living on this street on Saturdays or Sundays in the evenings, they can actually come out and play basketball here on the street. And I really think it is such a great thing. There's a little playground area over here so kids can play on the playground. There's a little campsite so your kids can actually camp outside of the house if they wanted to. And if you wanted to have outdoor movie nights, there's so much that you can do in this small little neighborhood. And it is not just this neighborhood. There are other neighborhoods within the world that your Sims can do a lot of different activities. Now, speaking of mods, not everyone has the luxury of using mods, but if you do, there are some great mods out there that can very well contribute to how you play The Sims 4. One of those mods that I highly recommend you playing with is MC Command Center. I don't know if you guys know, but MC Command Center is the king of mods when it comes to The Sims 4. MC Command Center allows you to do so many different things, from setting up your game so that Sims don't automatically generate, to setting up your game so that the game only uses Sims from your library folder or your gallery, to setting up your game so that you get longer days. For me personally, I use MC Command Center to make my Sims have longer days. So instead of setting it at 25, I set it at 35. So there are longer days. There's more time for my Sims to actually do things within the world. And it just makes my game feel overall vibrant. There's hundreds of different settings and there are hundreds of different videos out there showing you how exactly to use MC Command Center. Another one of the mods that I cannot live without is the UI cheats mod. I use this specifically for the moments when I am trying to tell a story with my Sim. For instance, right now she is out here, she is playing basketball, she's kind of having a great time, but what if she wanted to pee really badly and I was trying to tell this story? Well, it's just as easy as clicking and bringing it up. And this right here took care of her hygiene. It's the same as she wants to complete a work task, but I don't really have the time for her to complete a work task. It's just as easy as right-clicking on that work task, so now it's complete. Oh no, she completed this work task, but her performance level didn't improve. I can right-click on her performance level and I can set that to any value that I want. For me, I'm gonna set it to 100 so that the next time she goes off to work, she's definitely up for a promotion. The calendar is one of my most used features in The Sims 4. I use it for everything, from planning events to creating holidays to even giving myself reminders to take my Sims outside and do things. You're looking at my calendar right now and you're looking at insanity. It is insane the amount of holidays I have. Every day is something packed with fun and adventure. However, it is not just a holiday, but it is little reminders for me to do things. As you can see, I have family volunteer day, we have movie night, spring barbecue, Valentine's Day, herbalism day, spring holiday, camping in Granite Falls, outdoor enthusiasts day, spring cleaning, health food day, make a wish day, coffee date, hiking day, spa day, hot pot day, love day. We even have a readathon. We have voting day, beach day, free food day, fitness day, fast food day, skill improvement day, pimp my ride premiere, world kindness day, shopping day, writers day, flower bunny day, vacation, beach cleanup, family reunion, and so on and so forth. All of these give me the reminder that I need to get, and that is play the game. Some of us have so many packs that we tend to forget that there's a lot more that we can do. I didn't even remember that Salvadorades existed within my game. However, setting up to do vacations often, setting up for my Sims to do all kinds of different activities on the calendar gives me these reminders to let me know, hey, don't forget you have this pack that you haven't used. Trust me when I say the calendar is a great source. It is my most used thing in The Sims 4. That brings me to our next one, rotational play. Hopping between characters can be quite daunting. It may make you feel as though you are abandoning your main household, but when done correctly, it can not only enhance your storytelling, but it sure can be fun. Go see what the gods have been getting up to. Are the Calientes doing okay? This is where it is so important to have a different save file, because you can then rotationally play between the different households, especially if you are telling a story. So usually when I start off, I usually start off with a family, but this time I'm playing with a single sim. But if I start out with a family, I separate the family into their own different households so that my sim has someone that she can go visit, so that her kids might be able to go over to their aunt's house, and then we can play as the aunt and see what the aunt has been getting up to. Maybe there's trouble in paradise over there with mom and dad. You never know. And this is why it is so good to play rotationally, because you get a little bit of a glimpse into the lives of the other sims that are in your world, so that the sims within your world are not just background characters, but actually become a greater part of the story that you're trying to tell. My next tip for you is to play slow. It's always so tempting to hit the ×3 speed when your sims are doing something, but over time it can make you feel so disconnected from your sims. Right now my sim is jogging, and instead of speeding it up because it's not something I'm interested in watching, I allow myself to watch this sim as she goes jogging. Maybe she might stop for a bit, maybe she might talk to someone, or maybe she just wants to jog in silence. It doesn't mean that I don't have to watch her, but watching them do these little tasks help to get you connected to your sim and also to the story that you're planning to tell. Speaking of feeling disconnected from your sims, disconnect from them. Most of the times we tend to see our sims as extensions of ourselves. We see this in the small things that we do, like never letting my sim eat chocolate cake because I don't like it personally, or how dare they say they don't like gardening? Girl, how dare you say you don't like gardening? I want you to like gardening. You know those little pop-ups that pop up whenever you're playing the game, and it would say, oh, it seems like Melody doesn't like gardening, and they give you the option of yes or no. How about clicking yes every time? That spices up the gameplay, because you have to remember that you're telling a story about a sim. It's not about you, it is about the sim that you are playing as. And if you constantly play as an extension of yourself, you are going to constantly set yourself up to feel bored every time you play The Sims 4, because you're playing it safe and you're trying to be perfect. But there's nothing perfect in the world. And this is where my next tip comes from. Embrace the chaos. If you can, try to embrace the chaotic moments. Has your sim just lost their job? Let them grieve, let them process, let them figure it out. The beauty about this game is that it's just like real life. No matter how hard you try, it will never be perfect, and chaos will always try to find its way into your game. So instead of avoiding the chaos, just embrace it. And I am leading you on, or leaving you off rather, with the final tip of this video, and that is to take breaks. I know it might seem scary because you love The Sims 4, but there's gonna come a time where you're going to feel burnt out, and you can't solve burnout by continuing to play what makes you feel burnt out. So take a break, go for a walk, play something different. You never know, you might be so inspired to play that different game that you come back with a fresh new storyline for your Sims. And maybe, just maybe, playing a different game might not be your taste. Well, play a different save file. Sometimes it takes me going outside of my main save file and discovering another person's save file to bring back the juice and the joy and the love for my save file. Albeit, I don't like playing in other people's save files sometimes, but playing in another person's save file, playing with a different sim that you've not played before, a different style that you've not played before, and stepping out of the boundaries that you've created for yourself within The Sims 4 can extend the lifespan of your game, and not only extend the lifespan of your game, but extend the lifespan of how long you play The Sims 4. Because I am telling you, there are times when I do feel burnt out from The Sims 4, but that is because because I was only playing a certain way. I was trying to be perfect. I didn't want my families to go through divorces. I didn't want my Sims to, have crazy moments. And it just so happens that life is always going to be crazy. For instance, my Sim is going over here to wish for simoleons, and this could go one of three ways. She could either A, instantly be bestowed with money, B, be given a morsel of some details that she needs to scam somebody about, or C, the wishing well could just take all my money. In this case, she was successful and she wished for money and she got her wish. I don't, however, just come out here every single time and use the wishing well. She's only allowed to use this wishing well once in every life stage. So currently she's in her young adult phase. She's used her first wish, so she's not allowed to use another wish from this wishing well until she has hit the adult phase. Then she'll be able to come back to the wishing well, and then when she gets to an elder, she'll be able to come back to the wishing well again and have her final wish. So overall, they don't get as much wishes as you think. You'd think that this well is here and now just come over here whenever there's hard times, but you only get one wish, so make the most of it. Anyways, you guys, those are my tips on how to enhance your gameplay for The Sims 4 in 2025. I hope some of these tips that I have shared here have helped you, and if they have, consider dropping a comment in the comment section of the video down below. If you enjoyed the video and if this video has helped you in any way, consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I post new videos. Thank you all for coming by to my channel, and I will see you all on the next one. Bye, guys.